But I heard Deepak Chopra this week in some of my journeying, and he says, did you know that every cell in your body is eavesdropping on your internal dialogue? I shall read it again. Every cell in your body is eavesdropping on your internal dialogue. Every thought. Well, I'm going to tell you, you hear something over and over. I've heard this before. And yet this one, it was like the Mack truck that goes, did you hear it? Did you hear it? Did you hear what I hear? And I'm thinking, so the two questions that I thought is this. What am I saying to this vehicle that's storing spirit? And what is my organs and my cells and my entire body hearing from Patrick? Notice I didn't say we. Just speak from myself. And it profoundly touched me because when you realize that the cells have their own consciousness, and when the organs are expressing themselves and holding on to emotions, I love this. Ian Brown points out, cells are hoarders of emotions, of thoughts, and of previous experiences. And nothing is given up unless you tell them to let go. We could stop there, but you know we won't. No. Let's hear it again. Cells are hoarders of emotions, of thoughts, and of previous experiences, and nothing is given up unless you tell them to let go. That to me sometimes is the difficult, if you want to use it, difficult is to let go. To be safe enough to let go and allow yourself to be in the unknown. To allow yourself to say thank you to your body. Bruce Lipton, who's a very big talker to the body. I was reading some of his stuff and I realized that a lot of times, I don't know about any of you, but I feel separate from my body at times. I don't feel the full integration. You know, I don't wake up and go, well, here we are. How you doing? But that's really what's happening. This incredible vehicle that we're using and utilizing to allow spirit to move through the dance of life. But I got to get into a relationship with this. And then I started thinking about the healing process, and I just went all over the place. And it said, you need to Osho. You know Osho. Isha knows Osho. Not personally, I don't think, but he was talking, I got into this whole thing, he was talking about the conversations we can have with our bodies, especially when they're not feeling good, especially when they're tight or they're scared or they're sore or they're in pain, that you can send this great thing called the computer. We're in consciousness, and then we have this brain that gives messages out. Look at me, all scientific today. All your brain, and all you have to do is give a message. I was telling Rita, I was saying, Rita, this is so interesting. You don't get on your computer and say, give an order for it and say, oh, let's look up Deepak. And it said, well, you did that yesterday. You did that yesterday, so I think you can skip Deepak for today. But wait a minute, enter. So this is what our incredible brain does. And Osho suggests that maybe we should send a message to something that's going on in our bodies. And to say, I'll give an example for myself. I've had a little Achilles heel thing going on. Because I went back to running almost 5 miles a day, just saying. But somewhere in my consciousness, I said, you got to pay the price. And then I had to get rid of that one. So I sent a message this morning to my brain, and I said, you need to do me a favor. I'm a metaphysician, but I'm not a physical doctor in that way. So whatever needs to be done, can you please send a message to those body parts, blood flow, whatever, to go and relieve the pain because it's not working for me. It's not working for me. And my brain did not say, you have not really been that good this week, Patrick. So I think you need to be in pain. It only takes the order. Yes, it does. It takes the order. And you said that, well, that's easy for you to say. Oh, I've had that said to me so many times. Oh, it's so easy for you to say. I said, yeah, that's why I'm saying it. Especially when somebody's in pain. Somebody's going through a dis-ease in the body. But I never thought, because what happens is, I was in a session the other day and I said, wouldn't it be nice if we got ahead of the game before it happened? Like, for instance, you get mad about something. I mean, I never have, but I know that you get angry about something. But what happens, and I sat with somebody and I go, count to 5 with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love you. Then you can go back to your worrying. Just do 5 seconds, 10 seconds, not even a whole, you can still get back to doing whatever it is that you need to complain about, but to take that kind of time to really talk to your body. When's the last time you had a discussion with your body? I mean, we do it in meditation. That's right? Meditation is where let me close my eyes but then we still have to go out there, everyone. We still have to go out in the world. And so I said, I'm going to do this. So I don't know about you, and I get pretty honest here, so I'm going to do it. And if you're new here, this is very rare for me. I'm just kidding. Sometimes you get out of the shower. I've said this before. Don't worry, I'm not going to get to, You get out of the shower, and we have 2 big old mirrors there to meet you. They're going to meet you. And so this is what you do. You get out of the shower, and you go over here, dodging the mirrors. That's just me, because me and my body have some talking to do. And I realized that I hurt my body's feelings. I hurt my body's feelings. And when my feelings get hurt, my body's feeling gets hurt, it says, you think you've got Achilles' heel now? Wait till I get done with you, Mr. Feren. I'm only making up this stuff, but there has to be that kind of communication. Ernest Holmes reminds us, he says, you cannot expect your body to agree with you if you're constantly condemning it. And that goes with pain too. As soon as pain goes away, you'll see the nice, Patrick. As soon as the pain goes away, then I'll be God again. Soon as soon as my finances are in order, you're going to see the real happy, joyful Patrick. And I'm not sure that's how it works, my friends. Because until I can wake up, even through the pain, and let me tell you something, pain, when it has it, anybody been in pain before? Just, Marianne? No. Pain, yeah, pain. This is the best part. I'm excited now. So the pain is sitting there, and all you're trying to do is avoid it or get a pill or do something to get this pain away. When the pain is saying, I'm trying to, do you hear what I'm saying? And so you go and so people think I will go into the pain and I'll be aligned with spirit now. And you're in such pain, there is no way you can align anything when you're in that kind of pain. Am I right? Yes? No? So what I do, sometimes this is how it looks. You go, well, I can't say I love you right now. This is a lot of pain I'm going through. And it hurts. So it's not, I'm hurt, I love you. Sometimes this is how I love you sounds. I love you! No matter what, I love you. This hurts. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. That's how, this idea that spirituality and spiritual, people are walking around going, I'm releasing my Achilles heel as we speak. No, it's I will release the consciousness that is surrounding it. And then you get that thing, well, so what are you saying, Mr. Minister? You saying that I created this? That I brought this into my life? No, I would not be as so cruel as to say that, but I'm going to tell you something. We either are all one or we're not. We either are one, and that is our ticket to freedom. That's my ticket. When I know that this Achilles heel didn't just come out of nowhere to say, I'm going to screw up Patrick's life. You wait and see. It's not that. It's this idea that says, I am whole and complete. And even if I am riddled with a dis-ease in my body right now, I am still whole and complete. And that God, good, call it Mickey Mouse if you want to, has not deserted us. We are not alone. When we lose somebody we love, anybody? Anybody? Yeah. Wow, everyone. But the person I don't want to lose is Patrick, my spirit self, my God self. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, do you remember, was that Desiderata? It says, go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. We have so much more power than we have given ourselves the joy of allowing ourselves to experience at times. What if there was nothing that we ever really had to change? What if I came here fully equipped? And then you say, and but, and we all know, Bob, we say, and yet. So let me just tune in for a moment of what message I really want to say that's not on this paper. Just really take a moment to say, what do we need to hear? Not do you hear what I hear? What are you hearing? We are walking miracles. And the best thing that we can do for one another is own that. Own that we are miracles. Own that whatever I look like when I get out of the shower, that is God showing up in front of that mirror. Whatever I look like when I'm in pain, whatever I feel like, that Spirit has not left us, and Spirit is not separate from us, and all I need to do is step into that and become the desire. Desire plus non-resistance, my friends, equals the desired outcome. That's what we're talking about today. Desire. And so you go, non-resistance, I'm sick. If I do that, then I'm going to get even more sick. I can't resist. I have to resist. I have to fight. Isn't that what we're doing? Fight it. Fight it. Fight it. How has that worked out for us? No. Got to love it, love it, love it. Especially when you can't love it. Love it, love it, love it, till it finally, you just break it down. You go, I just don't want it. And you just surrender. Oh, I love you. I love you. 3 words. Yes. So just humor me and grab yourself like you've never. Just hold yourself. It can be tight. It can be loose. It could be. The other morning I woke up and my little heels and I went like this and I couldn't. I just loved it. I went, oh, baby, I love you. You just try so hard, don't you? And I went, yeah. And then Rita said, "Who are you talking to, babe?" "No one, except myself." Namaste.